Jurassic World has many kept secrets, some of which only came to light quite recently, such as them illegally making and cloning their own dinosaurs such as the Indominus Rex, along with other secret projects which only have just come to light, such as augmented dinosaurs being developed for the military branch of Masrani Global Corporation. Now let me explain. Before Jurassic World in 2015, there was actually concept art for Jurassic Park 4, which featured numerous dinosaur hybrids fused with metal and human DNA. This was going to be the plot for the new Jurassic World, but later was changed. These designs heavily feature a military influence, as you can see here. Some of them fused with huge giant weapons and metal plating. Now this obviously wasn't the case for Jurassic World as we know, but doesn't mean its influence wasn't in Jurassic World, or that it wouldn't feature in the future Jurassic World movies, which I'll cover in just a second. Now Jurassic World is no stranger to making their own dinosaurs. They made the Indominus Rex, and Henry Wu heavily specialised in manipulating DNA, such as making the indoraptor as well. Masrani Global also had its own military division which specialised in using the dinosaurs for military technology, which they would obviously make money from, which we do see part of in Jurassic World with the Ibris project and the raptors. So what does actually happen to all this military division and all this information they've been gathering? And how does this play into augmenting the dinosaurs? Now as we know, Masrani Global was heavily involved in military influence and wanted to use these dinosaurs in some military capacity because that's where all the money is. And I will go more into depth on that in a second, but as we see in Camp Cretaceous Season 4 and Season 5, there's early hints at actually manipulating the dinosaurs and augmenting them in such a way ready for military purposes. What they do is actually insert chips into their brain to be able to control them. And yes, Camp Cretaceous, believe it or not, is actually canon to Jurassic World, the franchise. And this is an early iteration of augmenting their dinosaurs for military purposes because they're actually able to control these dinosaurs and carry out their will. Think of what they could do with that technology in military hands. Now this even plays into Jurassic World Dominion because these chips which were used to control the dinosaurs are actually implanted in Jurassic World Dominion's dinosaurs in the Biosyn Valley because they use them chips to actually bring them back into the sanctuary when everything's on fire. But they're not the augmented dinosaurs we're thinking of. We're thinking of these big metal hulking dinosaurs able to take on massive amount of gunfire and destroy everything. Now we will get to that, but there's still some other things we need to cover. Now the Indominus Rex was the first publicly known hybrid and was not going to be kept a secret because it was going to be on display. But what about the other hybrids and the potential of the military variants which would be sold off in secret? We know that Masrani Global were working on several other hybrids at the time of the Indominus Rex escape and they would have seen fruition. But what about all the other experiments? They had a whole military division which was devoted to research in military tech, such as the Raptor program. We see more of this research then surface with the Indoraptor, with it again being used for a military prototype. So in my eyes, Henry Wu is definitely working on military variants, which is what the Indoraptor was designed for. Again, Henry Wu is massively messing with genetics in Jurassic World Dominion, and we even see the results of a cloning program which gives me big Jurassic Park 4 vibes, which I showed you at the beginning of the video with all them hybrids, the metal, the military variants, because as you can see, this hybrid here has a gun on its arm which is very heavily military inspired. Which brings me on to my next bit in the video, which is absolutely huge in my eyes, and will hugely point to further augmented dinosaurs or even mechanical dinosaurs for the new Jurassic movie. Now it's quite clear that Jurassic World 4 or Jurassic, whatever it's going to be called, has a much bigger story on its hands now than ever before, especially with all the dinosaurs out in the world. And there has been rumours that it is going to feature robot dinosaurs. The plot will largely be centred around Henry Wu as normal, and if you think about it, with all the military out there at the moment, who wouldn't want a dinosaur military metal hybrid to be able to fight on their front lines? Imagine a T-Rex plated in titanium. It's going to be absolutely brutal to bring down. The latest rumour doesn't come with anything else other than way of specifics about how Jurassic 4 will go incorporate in these robot dinosaurs and what function they will have in the plot, but Dr. Henry Wu is obviously going to feature, and part of the plot will be to create robot dinosaurs and likely assume that this will be a nefarious piece of the plot point. Whether it's robot dinosaurs or something crazier, Jurassic World 4 clearly has a much bigger story on its hands now than ever, and is a make or break moment for the franchise. Now that they moved into the story outside of the controlled parks and walls, removing the amusement park-like atmosphere, and the latest installment is very much a global problem, could we be moving more in the direction of Legendary's Monsterverse franchise, with bigger companies and the military getting more involved to deal with the dinosaur problem? That is where we could see the robots come in. Think of Mecha Godzilla, where you have Mech Godzilla versus Godzilla. Are we moving into that Monsterverse territory with the Jurassic franchise? I definitely can see Jurassic moving in the way of the Monsterverse, especially as all the dinosaurs are now unleashed on the world, with all these mega corporations and the previous information I have shared on the Jurassic Park 4 concept, Masrani Global and its military lines, Camp Cretaceous already giving that augmented dinosaur vibe, and augmented dinosaurs actually being in Jurassic World Dominion with the brain chips. We know that it is something which could be on the horizon. In the old concept art, we even see dinosaurs being fully augmented with metal and having their brains controlled by some type of technology, which we know has actually come into fruition already with the Dominion stuff. But could Jurassic really move into having a full metal dinosaur roaming around much like Grimlock? And let me know your thoughts on whether you actually want to see this for the Jurassic franchise in the comments below. I would love to see us turn into a monster type universe where we're seeing all this happen on a global scale, because doing the parks and dinosaurs escaping has been done several times now, and to keep it fresh they need something big. But again, this could make or break the franchise. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I'd like to thank my Patreons for supporting me and my YouTube members. Thanks guys, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and don't forget to subscribe for more stuff. Go and check out all my other videos. They're on the channel. They're great. You love them. Go check them out. I'm Shadows, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers now. Bye bye.